Well, it's hard to believe it's been 20 years since we first heard this.
Sitting at home, and the sky's missing her eyes. It's always ready to meet tonight. 'Cause baby, lots of room.
That's a good throwback for you on this morning, this Wednesday morning. Hanson about to kick off a North American tour celebrating the 20th anniversary of their very first indie record, Underneath. And they join me in studio today. Welcome back to the show, Taylor, Isaac, and Zach. Great to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So we've had you on the show twice before, first
Yes.
in 2018 and then in 2022. And a common thread
Yeah.
of both those conversations is that you create new music, but you also honor where your music journey
Yes,
started.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so for this one, what was it like visiting Underneath for this brand new release?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for one, this is a special record for us because, like you said, we launched a record company, we released it
Indie record.
independently.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd been introduced to a lot of fans already, but it was a career moment, and I mean, it really goes back to the music. I mean, I think you want to highlight the music you've made and you've created, and the fans have been on that journey with you.
Yeah.
So I think we're just more in that point of the career where every time we're putting out a project, there's two things happening. You want to share something new, but you also have this. It's like having a photo book that you're looking through, and you have a bunch of people that shared in that experience. And so finding ways to sort of celebrate the past
You're
as well.
both looking at the new journey, the new mountain you climbed. Oh, look at these photos. And then you're also like, oh yeah, but remember when I was this age, or remember when we
Totally.
did this together.
Yeah, and on this record, we also recorded a lot of songs for this album that didn't make the album when we made it, and so
About 80 songs
Yeah.
were written.
80?
yeah,
About 80
and
were written, yeah.
Yeah, and so we went through the list of certain songs, some of which fans had found. I mean, you could find them on YouTube. They clips that had found their way out, and we said, well, if you were to find this album today, what would you want to still be on that album? And so if you go to the streaming services, these songs wouldn't be findable. So now if you get Underneath Complete, the record, it has additional songs, plus we took some inspiration from other artists that we were really inspired by during the record, and we said, well, what would we do with that kind of, mindset? And so we re-recorded the song Penny and Me, which launched the album.
Funny you say that,
Yeah.
because I've got the re-recorded version right here. Why don't you take a listen?
Yeah.
'Cause Penny and me like to roll the windows down. Turn the radio up.
So the comment section on this, I just love on YouTube. Fans are like, I don't need a time machine. You are my time machine. This is their youth. What was it like for you guys to just dive back into these, give it a bit of a different twist?
Yeah,
a bit more
absolutely.
soul, feels
Yes?
Yeah.
So this song is slowed down a little bit. It's in a slightly different key. Of all things, Zach, the drummer, is playing guitar. Taylor, the piano player, is playing drums. We did some different things, but really the
Everything's moved around.
inspiration was this song references both a song by Dave Mason and a song by Nick Drake. So Pink Moon is the song by Nick Drake. And so we said, what would it sound like if Nick Drake wrote this song? And so we just started with that open tuning on the guitar. And
The
did
same
something
exact
different.
tuning of the song Pink Moon that we also recorded.
This is
for
a
this
cult
album.
hero. But a lot of people don't know Nick Drake, but he's incredible, and it immediately sets a vibe when you hear it.
It's funny you mention the Nick Drake song, because we also have a clip of that one.
Big moon, gonna get her some. It's a big moon.
It's like you guys wrote this interview for me this morning. This is such a beautiful rendition of this song. What drew you to this one?
Well, when we were
Being
making
fans.
this, we were fans. When we were making this album, we were really discovering a lot of this textural music. Songs, Nick Drake being 1960s solo, acoustic artist, but then artists like Travis, Damien Rice, the first Coldplay record. So early 2000s, this stuff was emerging, and it really went into the inspiration of the whole Underneath album. And so we've always loved Nick Drake, and almost were, I wouldn't say afraid to do it, but cautious about taking something on that really has such a specific vibe. And anyway, we just had the guts to try and do it in our way, and really proud of it.
Guts, I love that word,
Yeah.
because you guys had the guts to launch an independent record label 20 years ago,
Yeah.
pre-CG. Could you ever have imagined 20 years later that this would have been where you ended up, that you've been able to release 20 years of music your way?
I think we always
Yes,
hoped
yeah.
that we would be able to do this for as long as we've done it. And, there are definitely a career in life is a lot like a roller coaster, lots of ups and downs and turns and things like that. But we're really, really proud of what we've done, and I think that's where you have to start. You want to live a life that you feel good about, and that's what we've tried to do. And by trying to live the life we feel good about, it seems to have encouraged and inspired a lot of people along the way.
Well, you
So it's
guys
something-
It's a pleasure, and it has been a pleasure to listen to you for all these years, and I just hope you keep coming back.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks
for
so much.
having us.
Yeah, my pleasure. We'll be right back. Oh, actually, the Underneath Complete album comes out Friday. Hanson is in Toronto, Danforth Music Hall, October 13th and 14th, pardon me. You can get more details at hanson.com. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.